I very strongly believe the teachers are always the pillars of strength of any institution, and you students as alumni are our brand ambassadors. I want to praise the multiple roles played by alumni, be it in corporate world and other fields. I would like to appreciate all the efforts put up by you all for the development of the society. Graduation is an exciting time. It marks both an end and a beginning. It's warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future. It wasn't long ago that I was in your place, and I remember the day very well. I knew that I owed to my parents. Today, each of your parents believe that their hard work has paid off. Don't disappoint them, and don't disappoint yourself. The man who graduates today and stops learning tomorrow is uneducated day after. Very rightly said by our MC, graduation is a continuous process. It will go on for a lifelong. And it's a ceremony which marks an end of a certain part of your life and puts you on a new starting line. Sindhi Institute of Management will always be behind you. We hope that after graduation, you'll come back from time to time to your alma mater and talk with us, as well as actively utilize the institution as a place for your alumni activities and arena for lifelong education. Please don't forget, intelligence plus character is the goal of true education. Today is a milestone. It tells you how far you have come. Keep learning, keep trying, keep accomplishing, and keep venturing on through your new journey. Never be scared of failure. Failure is a condiment that gives success its flavor. Wishing you all good luck and happy graduation. Thank you.
Thank you for the words of wisdom, sir. According to Lisa Hessa, great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. It's never about the role, it's always about the goal.
Up next, we would like to invite our honorable chief guest, CA Hemant Danda, associate partner of Eka Advisor India LLP, to advise our graduating students. We welcome you, sir.
Good evening, honorable dignitaries on the stage and off the stage, and to my dear friends, for graduating today from Sindhi College. It's quite a fond memory that, when I recollect, of course I didn't have a graduation day, so effectively, this is, but when I've seen my friends graduate, it's a different joy and experience. And the most important thing is, it's kind of end of all fun time in your life and time to get little more serious, I would say, right? But it's not that life ends here, but just that probably more responsibilities and ownership comes on your head, and depending on how you love it and enjoy it, you'll either have fun or, you'll get accustomed to it, right? So starting with a little bit of serious note, but, all of you have done well. That is why you have reached so far. Your education, teachers, parents, all of that efforts and your own learning has taken all of us so far. There are a couple of things that you should always keep in mind, I feel, as my learning experience and professional journey, is your network, right? While learning what we have seen so far, it will take us some miles ahead there is lot more to do. And networks and connections is what gets things done. So even if you need a job, it is because of the network of the college, network of the alumni, which is getting you, along with your talent, which is getting you an output in terms of a job, in terms of your own career, passion, etc., right? So these networks is something that nobody can take away from you. And as long as you can work towards building more and more of it, and if you would have seen a lot of Facebook ads, they say, the neurons in the brain grow only up to a certain age, and that is what helps you retain in your memory. So this is not limited by probably the growth in the brain, but your own capability to remember, connect with people, associate with people, and how you market to people about you, knowing them. That solves a lot of your problems. Right? So the more people you meet, the more people you associate with and are in touch with is something which can do a lot of magic. It need not be just in your professional world, but even in your personal life. And I'm sure a lot of you would have experienced, probably you needed an IPL match ticket for the guys, right? So what do? You probably don't know, you don't want to stand in the queue. You probably remember your friend's dad who is probably a member at Chinnaswamy Stadium. So you call him, right? That is network, right? So that's the use of network, and professionally it can do wonders and magics, right? The most important thing, according to me, in your professional life is, can you be consistent, right? In life, you have many exams to write, many probably competitions to win, participate, but in work, consistency is the most important thing that you will face as a challenge. While probably doctors are the most crucial guys who need to be consistent, because one wrong cut and we are all probably, near our almighty. But equally important is each of our responsibility as managers, or as finance professionals, or a marketing professional, or as a professional on a standalone basis, to ensure that what we do. And consistency, unfortunately, is not that very easy. And the most important thing equally to remember in life is, it doesn't just come naturally. It also requires a lot of persistence, practice, and upskilling ourselves. The world is changing, no doubt about it, but are we changing enough? There is a beautiful saying, which is, a known devil is better than an unknown angel. But I am not a very believer of that statement, because unless you take risks in life, and it doesn't have to be wacky risks where you don't make a calculated assessment of whether it is good or bad, but these have to be calculated risks. Without that, growth, trust me, is never a possibility. You can remain stable, constant, but you will also become outdated. Without adapting to the new changes, nothing is possible. Constant evolution, your consistent commitment to spend the time to read, to learn. And it's not just about reading books, I would say. For me, if you ask me, coming to this graduation ceremony, it's also a learning event, because I will meet new people, I will listen to new perspectives, which is not an easy thing to gather. Probably if you have time, something I very strongly recommend is, probably take a break before you start working. Go on a random trip without anything planned, right? Meet new people, talk to new people, face those hardships. You will know what reality is. And maybe some of you may already have experienced a lot of these troubles as part of life, or have experienced this journey, but this is what life teaches. Life is a continuous lesson, honestly. One most important thing in life is, while there is a lot of politics that we see around, but equally important is the act of balancing everything in life. There is politics everywhere, just that we blame politicians maybe. If there are two people, there is already a politics which is triggering in as to who is right, who is wrong. And when it is three people, you already are taking sides. So the ability to balance your act and handle the situation and to reach an outcome that you think is a win-win is the most important skill without hurting the other person or making the other person feel demeaned is quite an art. And as part of your curriculum, I'm sure you've learned a lot of this talent in terms of management, presenting. While I'm a chartered accountant, I was just mentioning to Gopinath sir, while probably chartered accountants are good at numbers, MBAs are best at presenting perspectives and handling situations. So that's an awesome skill which probably I learned over practice, but something that you would have learned as part of your curriculum, and keep that in mind. And two important things that emanate out of it is, while you might know the things that you're already aware, but presentation and putting it across is a very important skill as life presents, because only you know what you are aware, but not the opposite person, right? The last thing that I would like to part away as a message is, while professionally all of us want to excel, move ahead in career and lives, just remember to give back to society, your alma mater, if not in monetary form or in other forms. And one awesome way that you can do, continue to impart your knowledge to your friends, to your subordinates, to your juniors, anybody who comes across your path. That way your experience, which is the most invaluable thing that you possess, can pass on to the generations next. And lastly, as a friend, a suggestion that I would like to give you is that identify a mentor for yourself. It is not a mentor for life, but as you grow, you probably want to have more mentors or change your mentor. It's not a formal relationship, but somebody who can keep guiding you back to the path. It could be your faculty, your professor, or a friend or a senior who could guide you towards that path in terms of what's next. Because as you keep company of people who are more successful, who are more stronger than you in that sense, you get more perspectives, and that helps you continue to grow and be successful in life. Thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you, sir. I request Mr. Santosh Pawar, sir, to announce the list of awardees for the year 2018 and 2019.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. It's my pleasure to announce the awards under various categories. We are selected purely on the basis of merit by the director and all faculty members of Sindhi Institute of Management based on the performance of there are 3 categories awards. Best outgoing student from the batch 2018-20 and 2019-21. And Best Reader Award and Best Coordinator Award. Firstly, I would like to call upon Mr. Gagan P. from 2018-20 batch to receive the Best Outgoing Student. I request our Chief Guest, Mr. C.A. Hemant sir, to present the certificate Best Outgoing Students. I request all to give a big round of applause, please. Next, I like to call Miss Kirti K. from 2019-21 batch to receive the Best Outgoing Student Award. Thank you, sir. Library is a place where we gain knowledge. It's my privilege to announce the Best Reader 2019-21 batch. I would like to call upon Mr. Justin James to receive the Best Reader Award. I request our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Prakash R. Narang sir, to give away the certificate. Thank you, sir. Now it's time to appreciate the best coordinator of the batch. I like to call Mr. Nandu Jayaprakash from 2018-20 batch to receive the award. I request our leader, director, CMA Professor Gopinath sir, to provide the certificate. Thank you, sir. Next, I like to call Mr. Lalit Pawarji and Miss D.K. Lily Grace from 2019-21 batch to receive the certificate of the appreciation. Thank you, sir. Over to Ms. Ashwati and Mr. Nawaz. Thank you. Thank you very much once again.